we're doing it. It's KP Deluxe. Face reveal, I guess. You've probably seen my amazing Pokemon Nuzlocke. You probably know me as the guy who feeds the Kadabra into the crit Mega Punch from the Kangaskhan. But today I'm doing some training because in August, we're going to Europe. And we got these beautiful hiking bags, these big Osprey hiking bags. But they're both 70 litres total, but it's split into a 55 litre big bag and then a 15 litre day bag, which was definitely an appeal for us. The reason why I'm filming any of this is because I figured, well, I'm gonna have to train. Covering the camera. I'm gonna have to train to do such extensive walking, and we're gonna be carrying all our stuff in our bag, and I don't really know how much we're gonna bring just yet. I'm gonna try and pack as light as I can, but we're going, like I said, we're going for 6 weeks, so there's a lot to cover, and we want to obviously be as fit as we can, so we can have as enjoyable a time as we can. Imagine if we're carrying our bags around and then we're gassed, right? And you can't enjoy the day. So the date is January 12th, I believe, 2026, and I'm doing my first official practice walk. Now, all I'm thinking of at the moment for this is to load up a hiking bag. This is obviously not the Osprey bag, and the plan is to just load it up with weight and walk. Of course, the first day that I choose, we end up with pouring rain. Fantastic. I'm going on a fairly decent hike, basically until I can not be bothered to go any further. We'll just document bit by bit what we're up to. Looks like they're doing some construction. Yeah. Oh, yep, access the trail. Well, now that we're away from the construction side of things for a little bit, but my thinking is that carrying a big bag around all sorts of places is its own sort of set of challenges. Get used to having the thing on your back. I've got a 10 kilo weight in this bag at the moment. This is the start weight. But my thinking is that this is going to be the hardest it will be, having just a pure dead weight of a 10 kilo dumbbell, because it's obviously sunk right to the bottom of the bag and is really dragging. So I'll obviously be able to configure the Osprey bag and the Europe bag, I guess ergonomic. But I'm thinking, if I train in a more uncomfortable situation, it makes the real situation all the more easy, right? Where we are now, we're at what's called the Heritage Steps. They're just a nice steep staircase into a valley here. This walk has a lot of ups and downs, but the start and by definition the finish, because I've got to get back up here, is definitely the steepest. You go right down in this valley and then you go straight back up the hill. I also was on the toss. I couldn't find my hat either, which was really annoying. Not that it's too sunny, but we are in summertime, so the UV's still there. The thing about it being raining like this is that it's still I think at the moment about 25 degrees. So you can probably hear me breathless already, talking and walking, man. The temperature, it's actually really pleasant, but this raincoat is obviously keeping the water off, but it's keeping the heat in as well. My midsection is cooking right now. So I'm playing a bit of a back and forth here. I don't consider myself an experienced walker. I mean, I walk every day. But I brought along with me maybe 700 mils of water. I've got a couple of muesli bars, but the real thing I'm looking forward to when we get a bit more gassed is I've got a bag of Skittles, mate. Oh. Now, Skittles nowadays in Australia are going for like $5 a pack minimum. Absolute rot. I was thinking as well with recording this, it'll be a good show of my own sort of improvements. Always relatively active. I was never opposed to swimming, especially. Love swimming, must confess. I love my PlayStation as well. And Battlefield 6 has been keeping me well busy lately. But I'm like, if I can make my soldier sprint across the battlefield from objective A to objective E, then I can make my legs move up and down the valley. If I had to rate my fitness overall at the moment, just general everything fitness, I'd put myself at a solid 7 out of 10. There's always room for improvement. I knew it was going to be wet today. I didn't think it would be this constant pitter-patter of rain. So I'm hoping that dies off so I can take this jacket off. But for now, we're just keeping strong. Let's get to it. You can hear all the cockatoos going ahead. Nice little stepping stone over the creek. And now we begin our uphill ascent. I know how to speak. I wanted to make a quick comment about my footwear. Bam. can see bare-legged as well. I wanted to highlight that, you know, like I said, it's the first, let's try and keep this on me for a moment. It's my first crack at this. I haven't yet invested in proper hiking shoes. Everything I'm wearing is like just old clothing, stuff I've already had for ages. Oh my goodness, the uphill is killing me. I show it just to mention that you really, like, I feel like for some people, fitness is about the look. It's about how they dress, how people see them. Look at me, I went and did things. I guess in some ways that's me doing this right now, right? I don't think it should be so performative. I think you should just wear whatever clapped out shit you got, get after it, you know? Walking uphill and talking, man, it's a true test of your cardio fitness. But I've had these Asics, man, for a long time, and they got a freaking hole in the toe. It's like, well, you know, we're walking through the mud and the rain. Who cares if they get smashed up? I think just get out there if you want to do it and do it. I bet you I'll be the only one on this trail today because the weather's shit. It's Monday. Like, who wants to be doing this shit? And that's the mental block that I've got to get over, because I could be like, whoa, it's too hard. It's raining, talk myself out of it. I nearly did, mind you. You know, I'd be the exact same as I was tomorrow as I am yesterday, you know? But not anymore. I'm forced at this point now into a mighty hike back, because those stairs are freaking killer. I'd just like to highlight this part of the walk. Yes, I am sweating up a storm in here. It is hot in my little coat, but better than getting a cold, like I said. I want to highlight this part of the journey. It's a particularly nice part of it, if you ask me. When it's not raining, the sun can really shine through the trees and gives it a really nice look. And this particular part of the walk, like, it's places like this exact spot that gives me a real appreciation for, you know, the Australian bush. Scariest thing that's ever happened to me on a trail walk was I was, it was a kangaroo, a big eastern grey kangaroo, probably about as tall as me, honestly. I'm over 6 foot, so he was a big boy. And he just stand, you know, they do the, you know, swole up at you, and it just surprised me because I was just marching along like this, and then suddenly there's this roadblock, you know. I told him to get lost, and he, you know, kind of glared at me and then hopped off. But you know, big cowards they are. But yeah, like this whole area, as you probably see in the background, but I'll show off. Big rock gardens and open space. I guess in some ways I'm a little uncomfortable. It's a bit like, I don't like being too sweaty, and I'm dripping on the inside of my raincoat, honestly. I've been eating this beautiful creamy chicken pasta. Oh my god, mate, calorific, am I right? I think we calculated that it's like 6 chicken thighs in the whole thing. There's 26 grams of protein per 100 grams of chicken thigh, and there's 1.3 kilos of chicken thigh in there, so it's over 300 grams of protein in this whole big tray. And I've just been wolfing it down, mate. Like, anytime I think I'm hungry, just eat it up. You need that sort of energy when you're doing this sort of stuff. Like, one thing, if you, I don't know if anyone kind of care to do this, but factor in calories when you're doing big walks or any walk. Like, even me bringing in all these muesli bars, it might be excessive, but I'm telling you, man, like, the hunger can sneak up on you when you're working hard, you know. Oh, we could go check out the fish ponds, actually. Sorry. Oh, I've got water on the lens, and now I've completely covered it. We'll check out the fish ponds. It's a nice section of the walk. But feedback on the body right now has to be at least 25 minutes to half hour by now. Legs are totally fine. Legs could just go forever, I think. Where I'm feeling it the most is in my shoulders. Bag probably is not quite orientated correctly on my hips. Okay. Geez, check this out, man. Slippery dippery. Watch yourself. Look at this. Can't stop me. I've completely lost the camera here. Hang on a sec. How's that? Oh, the light. You've been flashbanged. Oh, sorry, I gotta duck in for this one. This is what I mean about training. Like, I could go to the Stairmaster on the gym and just fucking march on that for 3 hours. But as the experts say, that'd be fucking boring. Oh, it's fucking soaking, man. Those Skittles went down a treat. I wanted to show off. Oh, I nearly lost my balance it. Just gonna show off this crossing we're going to now. Just gonna get down here. So this is the fish ponds. What an angle. This is the fish ponds. Once again, look at that water, man. It just looks fucking beautiful. So we're gonna skip to our loo across the river. Oh, there's a fucking big water dragon over there. I'll hold my phone firmly. There. This is the thing about, oh, there's another one. Look at him go. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to interrupt. What a ripper. Look at it. I hope that is coming up all right on camera. Beautiful, man. I was going to say, this is the thing about Australia, is that there's so many things like this around your, well, in your backyard, really. Obviously, depending where you are. Did he swim all the way across the creek? He's like, fuck yeah, leave me alone, bro. I don't know if it's coming up. But, you know, like, it's a beautiful little creek bridge, but the rain has not let up. Whoa, pardon me. Oh, the Skittles were so good, dude. The rain has not let up a freaking bit. Okay, I'm just taking it all in. It's to the point where I should have brought a towel. I really can't believe I didn't. But like my pants, you can see, they're freaking soaked. I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket to press on. It's just getting drenched. That buddy's still there. Oh my god, he's massive, man. There's no way you can't see him now. I'm just gonna slowly approach. We're not going in for a pat. I just want to get a good shot of him. Look at that. Yeah, you're a little ripper, mate. Thank you for sharing. Oh, he's red belly too. Sorry, one last look. So good. See, even in the pouring rain, like I brought my top-notch pair of binoculars because I'm a little bit of a bird nerd. I'm like, well, once the rain dies down a bit, I can get this freaking thing off. You know, maybe the birds will start coming out a little bit and I can do some bird watching. I mean, it's starting to die down now, actually. I imagine a lot of, like, it's still raining, definitely, but a lot of the stuff I'm feeling is coming down from the trees themselves. We're getting to the point of the trail now, too, where things are starting to get a bit harder to read. I mean, this is not the best example. You can see here, like, the path is getting thinner. Shrubs are starting to grow over it. I've never been one to be afraid of getting lost. Like, it can happen, I imagine, but like, there's some pretty key landmarks around where I'm standing right now, and I think you just, as you walk around these trails, but see, case in point right here, you can see the path goes up here. That looks like the trail, but then you see the path goes out this way too, and that also looks like the trail, and there's no markings. So a point like this, like, I think just follow the river is the go. Because again, if I would ever get lost, just head down, find the water, follow the water with it to my, I've walked with it to my right, so follow it to my left, and I'll find my way back to the fish ponds, and don't see how you could go wrong, really. People do. Oh my god, people get lost to the max. Like, I feel like I'm about to here. This ain't looking right. But anyway, it's an adventure, isn't it? All about the journey, not the destination. I don't think that just goes in the drink, actually. As nice as it would be to walk along now, I'm going to go back. See that right there? Judgment call. I was going to say about getting lost. Again, I appreciate it happens to people, but why ever go out of your comfort zone? And I don't mean that in like a don't do anything ever. But like, there's a difference between going out of your comfort zone and getting lost to the point where you are completely stuck. I have no idea where this trail is, man. Because this doesn't look right either. I'm seeing a lot of branching paths. You know, I'll come back once I figure it out. Can't be that hard. Oh, hold up. There's a very good shot here. Hello, water dragon. So many of them out today. Hey, buddy. You alright? Look at him. See, a bit younger. Obviously smaller, but not as... Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. They're little rippers. Alright, anyway. As I was. Whew. I opted against going through the crevasse there because, to be completely honest, I didn't fit. I'm definitely too broad-shouldered to weasel my way in there, and having this bag, I can't show you, this bag hanging off me, just makes everything 10 times harder. But I've climbed up this way instead. That's the trail there. I climbed up here. I thought for the sake of adventure I could just go up there. Also, I'm very wary of snakes, to be honest. They're in one of these holes. I don't want to just stick my hand in and, you know, give it a pat. I mean, besides that pause I had at the fish pond, I haven't really stopped. I'm eyeing up this this slope, but it looks slippery as shit. And I don't really see anything to catch my foot into to drag myself up the rest of the way. And then there's this, but I don't think I've got to clamber up with 10 kilos on me. The alternative is I can do a run up. It's all slippery, but I could run, jump, and grab that branch and fucking hang on for dear life. It's not worth it, eh? I'm talking a big game, but it's not worth it. I'm just going to end up moseying on back. You know what's so funny is I just spent 3 minutes or so talking to myself, hadn't hit the record button. So another good thing about this is get an opportunity to try and practice while just filming in public. I think honestly, a quick pause here, put this overhang, nice little rock to sit on. We're back near the stepping stones. I might just park up here and, you know, do a little bit of bird watching, eat some Skittles. Fucking, what else can you want, mate? Well, I probably spent maybe, I don't know, 15-20 minutes in this overhang. Not nearly as sweaty inside my jacket anymore, and the rain has certainly calmed down a bit. Not enough I'm going to take my jacket off, just because every time I walk under a fucking tree, I end up drenched. But the bird spotting went alright. So the birds that I was able to see in the end, that I know by name, was we saw some yellow-bellied robins, very cute, and we saw scrub wrens, very cute as well. I also saw down the river here, in the water plants there, whatever they are, I saw what looked like another yellow-bellied robin, but it had much more of a reddy face and yeah, just generally like red features. I've got a bird book at home because, like I said, bird nerd. So my plan is to go home and try and ID the bird now, so I can just say that I've seen it. I'm thinking I should keep some sort of a catalogue of the birds I've seen with the binoculars. I've obviously seen lots of, that's a dumb statement, but I've seen lots of birds before. The binoculars are just such a nice present. I'm really appreciative of everyone who put in for it and everyone whose idea it was, because I know they're not cheap, and I want to get the good of them. So whilst it might look nerdy as fuck, sitting in the piss and rain next to a river, looking at birds, it's really calming. Like I said earlier, I am the only... Holy shit! You fucking scared the titsy out of me. Hello, buddy, am I in your spot? Oh my god, I thought fucking something else was coming after me, eh? Can you see it? You give me the willies, bro. Alright, you just stay there. I don't even remember what I was saying. Get out in nature. Look at this little fucker. Hey? Smile for the camera, dude. I've never had one approach me like this. He's not happy, eh? His red frill. That's the one from over there before. We're just having a stare off right now. Dude, look, if he gets too close, I'll grab him by the tail and helicopter him into the drink. Yeah, into the drink, that's you. You know what? You know what it is? He probably can smell the Skittles. Some fucks have probably been feeding him. One thing I'll never do, man, I'm not going to feed a wild animal. It's completely... It borders on un-Australian, I would say. Oh, he's arcing up. You want to fucking go? You want to show the title, mate? What a beautiful little dude, though. I am going to pack up, though. Oh, no, he's off. See? A coward. I'm much bigger than him. Thank you for sharing your space with me, oh wise water dragon. But no Skittles for you, bruv. Mwah. There we go. Now we have the correct orientation on the camera. So much better now it's not raining, eh? So much better. Well, this is now the part of the trip where the challenge is really gonna hit. Coming down is one thing. Going up is an entirely another thing. Now I am blessed with huge, long pistons of muscle and bone and cartilage all working together to shove me forward. But even I have limits, and the heritage steps, man, they're gonna make me a bloody heritage, you know what I'm saying? But we're back. We're just down there enjoying the view. I was gonna say, this video started off with me just, we're going to Europe. I want to get fit. Admittedly, this is the lightest weight I'll be taking. 10 kilos. I wouldn't say it's pushed me as hard as I was just thinking. Whoever named Tasty Cheese, man, they were onto something. Like I said before, walking uphill and talking, that is because it fucks up your rhythm of your breathing, right? Like, I could silently march up this hill pretty all right. Because you can focus on your breathing, right? You go like, I don't really have, again, a set method, but suck it in. Sort of a quick out, especially if I have to exert quickly. You should see this. I should show off what I'm going up here. It's vertical, dude. Look at the flex on my knee, man. That's like 90 degrees. Look at like half, you know? We're going up a fucking mountain, bro. Even though I know Australian hills, mountains, they're nothing compared to the rest of the world. You know, in a way, this videoing that I'm doing right now, it's really helping my sanity, even though it's insane. I'm just talking to myself. But I've gone on bushwalks before where I'm not filming, obviously, and I get in my own head, think something's out there, which it is. But I think, you know, every noise kind of sets you off a little bit. I consider myself a brave person. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't, really. Fuck, man, these stairs. I don't know, by having my head in my phone all the whole time, I've probably been turning an ignorant blind eye. I'd say my heart actually isn't even fluttering, you know. It's steady. But again, my cardiovascular fitness is only so good. Like, it doesn't take... I'm definitely a sprinter more than a marathon runner. Get attacked by a fucking water dragon. What a cheeky bugger that was. You see that? I feel like my reaction on the inside from that was definitely more intense than it showed on camera. It's always awkward when you think you're by yourself and then you see something like calling right charging towards you. Oh, there's that pain in the... It's not pain, it's just uncomfortable. I can move things around a bit. Whew. That's the thing too, if you're quiet, you hear so much stuff. You know, like if you're not vlogging a video about you training for Europe, heavy breathing now. Because again, blabbing away. But I think all in all, this has been, well, actually, ask me after the freaking steps. But this has been a great first trip. Should have brought a hat. These are all things I need to make sure I have next time. But we're coming up to the steps. Looking forward to that like a kick in the head, honestly. That'll be the test. I was taking a time lapse, but I want to stop for a minute because I can hear a whip bird, eastern whip bird. Ooh, I'm hearing all sorts actually. Listen, ignore the plane. We can hear a kookaburra. Just trying to listen for that whip bird, hang on. There he was. Eastern whip bird. Fucking legendary bird in my opinion, mate. I hope it's coming up on camera. I'm gonna wait for one more, sorry. Plane's fucking kind of ruining it, honestly. We went to a place, it's called Lamington National Park. It's just on the southern border of Queensland, northern border of New South Wales, called O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's has all manner of sick birds. They got we went on a little bird tour. You had to get up at like 5 in the morning to go with this fellow. He gives you a handful of like special bird seed, which is okay for them to do it there. But we saw whipbird, eastern whipbird, came right down. He stood on my wife's hand and ate some of the seed. Mate, it was so cool. They have such a cool crest on their head. They're like a triangle shaped head and beautiful yellow feathers. And again, that call was awesome. We actually got to see it, you know, maybe 2 meters from us, not even, do its call. There was another one. Fucking awesome. I've been hesitating because we're at the foot of the stairs. But also I've been hearing whipbirds all day long, so there he is. I'm going to film the progress up the stairs. This is far and away the hardest part of this trip. Oh, this will be the test on the legs, really. Probably be useful if I mention where we're going. But the current plan, like I said, 6 weeks. Doing the usual, flying to London, bit of time in the UK there, off to Ireland, Netherlands. I think it's in this order. Then from Netherlands, Germany, off to Berlin, and we're off to France. Paris will be a big one. I'm sure we're going somewhere else as well, I just don't remember the name. Then we're off to Italy, Croatia, and we finish in Greece. I told you these are hard. At this point, my legs feel okay. It's really the glutes, man. They're not happy. But again, no sign of stopping. I have no signs of stopping. I can see the top. Totally, it's right there. Little flat section as well. But oh my god, dude, this is tough. Just big bag of bones up the fucking stairs. If I stopped every time it got hard, man, what's the point of training? The feet are a little on fire. Quads are starting to work. And my heart is fluttering. Fucking hell. Look at this. I'm dying. We're so close. I can actually see the top now. I can rest at the top. No point in bitching out now. Done. Fuck me. That shit is hard. Rest the bag up on this water barrier. Whoop, nearly fall over. Man. Thank God for water barriers, eh? That aren't full of water. We're good, man. So fun. Well, anyway, that's probably going to do it. Because the rest of the walk is pretty much just through town. I look like a fucking mess. Well, thank you for watching. Mwah. Yeah, get fit, get happy, enjoy, and see you next time.